there, I think we can all agree there's no shortage of judgment for everyone in this world, regardless of the situation. Being childless comes with judgment, being a stepmom comes with judgment, being a mom comes with the judgment. Everything comes with judgment these days. So I'm starting this probably being judged and making somebody angry, and I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But I also want to just quickly introduce myself for anybody who doesn't know me. I'm Gail Miller. I'm a physician and a life coach. I empower women who are childless, not by choice, to live fulfilling lives, feel whole, and navigate triggers and fear. Mother's Day being one of those triggers. So, I said just shortly ago that I'm probably making somebody angry from the start, and that is because I said the topic of this is being childless, not by choice, and being a stepmom. So, what is it that would make somebody angry about that? Well, there are many people who are angry that I'm saying I'm a stepmom and also childless. For any of you who are stepmoms, you probably have heard at least once, if not many, many times, that when you marry someone or you partner with someone, you should love the kids as if they are your own. So, because of that, there are people who don't like and who get angry at me saying that there are women like me who are childless, not by choice, and also stepmoms. Here is the reality. One is you cannot force someone to feel a feeling. So think about it in terms of the stepkids. Would you ever expect that they would love a stepmom the way they love their biological mom? Now, there are some situations where, their biological mom has never been in their lives, and they've always had, the stepmom, and that is mom to them. But that's not the majority of cases. There are women who are stepmoms who do love their stepkids as if they were their own. That is perfect for you. And then there are stepmoms who don't love their stepchildren as if they were their own. They may love them, they may have love for them, they may like them, but they don't feel that same love as if they were their own. And that is perfect for you. There is no right or wrong way to be a stepmom, other than, of course, if you're not respectful of the kids. But there is no right or wrong way to have your feelings. You cannot force someone to feel a certain way. You can't force someone to feel a love that's not there. But because that attitude, that belief is so common, that adds to the pain that we are already feeling as Mother's Day is coming up on us, and as we are feeling that loss because we can't celebrate this day, we don't have our own biological children. And then you pile on the judgment because we're saying we're childless even though we have stepkids. So you cannot force someone to feel some way, and it is perfectly normal to not feel about your stepkids that you love them as if they were your own. Okay, so let's get into some tips how you deal with this day that's coming up. First of all, first tip, I'm going to give you 6. The first tip is don't force feeling. Don't try to force feelings. Acknowledge the feelings that you do have, and that whatever they are valid. It doesn't matter if the whole world is telling you you should love them like they're your own. You cannot force those feelings, and no one else is walking in your shoes. So put that guilt away. Acknowledge that it's there. Acknowledge that, yeah, I feel guilty about this because I feel like I should, but you need to let that should go. So acknowledge it's there, Remind yourself you can't force the feelings. And also change your self-talk, the negative self-talk, to something else. Not saying, so typically we say change it around to something positive. But the reality is, you've probably lived a good part of your life, if not all of your life, using self-talk or negative self-talk with things like, I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that, this is so dumb of me, oh my gosh, I can't do anything right, and on and on and on. Okay, you've spent, I'm sure, a good part of your life doing that, and that is kind of wired into your brain. So to go from that to totally positive self-talk can be difficult to feel believable. So, like, to say, instead of saying there's something wrong with me because I don't love my stepkids as if they were my own, trying to change that to there's nothing wrong with me for feeling this way is a little hard to believe when this has been wired into your brain. So instead of trying to go all the way to the opposite end from there's something wrong with me to there's nothing wrong with me, try something in the middle that's neutral. Something that's not a judgment with there's something wrong or there's nothing wrong. Something like, I feel the way I feel. Okay? That is true. However you are feeling is how you are feeling. It's not positive, it's not negative, it just is. So stop the negative self-talk, and if you can't think of something to change it to that feels comfortable, just when you start saying whatever it is that's negative, just cut it off and move on. Okay, next tip, let go of the expectations. Okay, this day is not going to be about you, unfortunately. And so expecting that you should be honored in a way that you would be if these were your biological children, or that you expect to be, it's not your day. Let go of expectations that you think your stepkids or your partner should do certain things for you. Next tip, make this day your own. And I learned that from someone who is a mom. Every year now, she posts about how her husband never did anything for her for Mother's Day. Her son, because of a disability, an issue, isn't able to kind of think to do this himself. And he's got the example set by his dad. So they never did anything for her. And she realized one year, I don't need them. I can take care of myself. I can make the day special for me and take care of me. And that's when I realized I can do the same thing. And taking care of yourself, doing something special for yourself, it means different things for different people. So for those of you who are stepmoms and have stepkids who don't do anything for you, take care of yourself. Do something for yourself. And if it's a day that feels really sad to you, where you are grieving this day, let yourself grieve. Let yourself feel those feelings. And then do something special for yourself. Don't wait for anybody else to do it. If you are somebody who has stepkids who do something for you, you may still feel that sadness, because these are not your biological kids. You don't have that same relationship with them as if you were their biologic mom. And it is normal to still feel sad, and it is okay. You can do both. You can appreciate that your stepkids are doing something for you, and you can acknowledge that you're feeling pain because you don't have your own children. I am trying to see, Instagram is still acting up, so I apologize if you guys are seeing me in and out. It keeps coming in and going out. Okay, and then as I said, it's important to not push away those hurt feelings because they will come out in some way, probably not a way that you want them to. You will overeat, overspend, overbinge, and still feel crappy. So don't push away the negative feelings and make sure you are doing something to take care of yourself. Next tip. Ask for what you need from your partner, from your family, and be specific. Don't assume they're going to know what you mean when you say, I need some time for myself. Okay? Be specific. Decide what it is you need. Do you need a couple of hours to go for a hike on your own or with your partner or with a friend? Do you need to go to the movies? Do you need to spend the time curled up in your bed? Whatever it is, figure out what you need and tell them exactly what you need. If you are going to be spending time honoring some other mother figure in your life, whether it's your mom or someone else, tell them, hey, I need time for myself. I know I've always spent the whole day with you. This year, this is the time I'm spending, and this is time that I'm taking for me, or whatever it is. But let them know that you need something for yourself as well, and make sure they know what it is and how you're going to do it, so that there's no, they shouldn't have to figure out, I just need time for me. They shouldn't have to figure out what that means, because guarantee you, your expectations are going to be different than what they actually do for you in terms of letting you have what you need for the day. Next tip. Don't let any of this mean anything about you. You are childless, not by choice, doesn't mean anything negative about you. Your stepkids didn't do anything for you, or your partner didn't do anything for you. That's on them. That's a reflection of them. It is not a reflection of you. So don't let anything, make anything of this about you. The last tip number 6, manage social media. As I'm saying this to you on social media, what I'm saying is, if you need to, stay off of social media. If that doesn't work for you, change your settings so you mute conversations that don't work for you. Mute conversations, stay out of groups where you know the posts are going to be painful. Any opportunity that you have to opt in on an email, to stay off of the list when they're sending Mother's Day emails out, or opt out of those emails, go ahead and opt out of those emails. All right, let's recap, but let me go back and look at my notes to remind myself of the tips. But I want to quickly recap the 6 tips for getting through Mother's Day when you are a childless, not by choice, and a stepmom. The first is, don't try to force feelings. Acknowledge the feelings that you have and that they are valid, and don't feel guilty because you may not love your stepchildren as if they were your own. The second tip, let go of expectations. This day is not about you. It's not going to be what you want, what you've dreamed of your whole life as celebrating Mother's Day as a mom. Third tip, make the day your own. Take care of yourself. Allow yourself to feel the negative feelings, and make sure you are doing something for yourself, regardless of what anybody else does. Tip number 4, ask for what you need from your family and friends and partner, and be specific. Tell them exactly what you need, what you're planning, and what you need. Tip number 5, don't let any of this mean anything about you. If no one does anything for you, it's on them, not on you. And the last tip is manage social media. You don't have to see all of those hurtful posts. There are ways to mute those conversations and not have to see those things that are hurtful. Okay, it looks like there has not been any great connection with Instagram, so I am going to be posting this video to Instagram later. And just to let you all know, I'm going to be doing 2 more lives focusing on Mother's Day next Tuesday and next Thursday evening, same time. And then Saturday, May 13th, I'm hosting a free circle of support for women who are childless not by choice, a way to find connection with other women who are childless not by choice, so you realize you are not alone. Gives you an opportunity to vent, get support, get coached if you want. You can do this completely anonymously. It is more effective at making connections if you are on video, but you don't have to be, and you can also change your name so you are completely anonymous. But join us for Instagram. You will be able to register at the link in my bio. For Facebook, I'm going to put the link in the comments, and then I will see you there. You guys all have a lovely evening, a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week. And for anybody watching this now when I post it onto Instagram, I apologize that I saw people were trying to get on, and there's just a bad connection for some reason. So I apologize for that, but hopefully you'll be able to see the replay through when I post it from Facebook. All right, you guys have a fantastic night. I'll see you next week.